anyway, I think it might actually help him again not to be at Wimbledon, not to have that kind of pressure on him, because he clearly just flopped miserably at Wimbledon. He was just, for the second year in a row, he did not handle it whatsoever. And it was actually also that Bublik section. So both of them, we were hoping that they would meet in the third round. It will be an awesome match. And they both just really felt the fact that they were like top 5 favorites for the tournament. And now, he's still there in the mix, but like nobody is putting him in the conversation of Sinner and Alcaraz anymore. Nobody is even putting him in the same conversation as Novak, for a combination of reasons. Wimbledon plus not playing since, and that might actually help him. I mean, the first 2 rounds here, I
I
think
mean,
it's just been a
you're
speed
saying that
round.
just to clarify, you're saying that in terms of for this tournament, not generally for the future.
Sorry?
You said that you're not talking about him in the conversation with Sinner and Alcaraz. You mean for this tournament or for the future?
No, just for this tournament. I
Just for
just
this
mean
tournament.
compared to Wimbledon, where he was like
Mm.
top 5 favorite, maybe top 3 even. And here, like, nobody really thinks that he's going to do something outrageous.
Mm.
But so that makes maybe that solid run even more possible. Obviously, semifinals from last year. Love the first 2 rounds for him, considering the form of Zizou Bergs. Could imagine Diallo maybe beating him, but maybe that's about it in this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I
Uh,
watched Diallo's. Interestingly, I watched Diallo's match against Medjedovic in Winston Salem, and he didn't look
yeah,
physically fit.
yeah, he
And
was definitely not. Yeah,
I'd be very surprised if Diallo even gets to the third round with how he was looking in that match. I mean, he was broken multiple times, and it's very hard against Diallo to have his serve broken as often as it did.
yeah. So the draw is pretty good for Jack. That's really all I can say. I have absolutely zero confidence that he would beat Sinner in the quarters, but the draw is good, so he can really take it. And I just don't think we're gonna see him get as tight as he was at Wimbledon, because it just clearly doesn't mean as much to him. Last year, obviously, he made the semis. There was that whole story that every single opponent he played was just like falling apart for just no reason. But I do think a run like this is relatively possible. Another quarter or something like that. Well done with what you're saying, that he will get to quarters or semis. That would imply that he can beat Sinner as well, and that's my only problem. With
I mean,
which
I think
tennis
yeah,
players am I the same age? I mean, Nurlan, you can check that. I'm 99 born. I know Kacper Żuk is 5 days younger than me, but like whoever is 99 born, that's gonna be same age.
I'm the same. I think I'm the same age as Zverev. I'm 28, and
Okay.
I think he's 28. I think that's the age category you can put me in. Is that the Zverev Medvedev group? I am now going to be in the lost generation Mark II.
Mhm.
But following on from what you're saying there, it's I mean, as people on the channel know, I'm a big Draper fan, but I'm not also a realist, and I know that I think a quarter final is very doable. I think it probably would be a Caboli. Looking at it, a Caboli fourth round, and I think that would be a good test. I think Jack could come through that, and if he can put in a decent performance against Sinner, that's all that I can really ask for. Maybe take a set, look competitive. That's what we'd want to see. But you'd expect, unless whatever reason this illness that Sinner's got is actually causing him more grief than what we thought, or we get that Bublik matchup and we get Bublik deciding to become the best player in the world for 3 hours. I think it'd be maybe difficult for Jack to get to the semis, but we could see how it goes along the tournament. But I agree with you. We're probably seeing Sinner go through that section really. But I think a quarterfinal run is very doable and will help him for his Turin chances, which I know that is a big goal of his to get qualified for Turin by the end of
He's
the year.
already there. I mean, yeah.